Let me just make sure I'm live here real quick. I think I am. We're going to risk it today. I've been having a little bit of internet issues in this neighborhood. Let me see here. But we are up and rolling really quickly. Now we're going to excuse me, let me clear my throat. We're going to rebuild San Sequoia, or we are rebuilding San Sequoia. The first thing we're going to do, we're going to go over here and look at this lot one more time. The townhouses I built to replace the house that was at Robles Point. Excuse me. My allergies have been awful. I'm going to get a cough drop here. That'll help me get through this. We're going to look at Robles Point here. There was a sort of mishmash, kind of traditional style mixed with a modern style house here on the waterfront with a gigantic yard. Now, to me, because of the nature of San Sequoia's, sort of downtown waterfront district here, that didn't make a lot of sense that you're going to have this huge suburban style home in that location, because it would just be it'd be really expensive, be very valuable land. I think it would be more like this. Someone would buy the land, knock down the house, and create a line of townhomes, right? A bit like this. I mean, you've still got a little bit, like this has kind of too big of a yard too. There's another place they use these little houses where it made more sense, like over here, because those don't have any yard, and I would expect to see those sort of townhouses downtown, or like right here even. It's got very small strip yard in the back, which is kind of what I gave these townhouses. That makes a lot more sense than a giant suburban home with a giant suburban yard, right? So this is pretty much done. Now, it's not done in that I decorated and furnished the entire thing. I decorated and furnished 2 units here. This in unit, right? Set up with an income property by the garage, a first floor living, dining, kitchen area, master suite, and kids rooms. I also fully furnished what I consider kind of the railroad townhouse, very long and narrow. You've got let me zoom in a little bit more here. You've got kind of a kitchen and a dining room here and an entryway. Second floor, you have a living area and a bathroom in case you want to use this as kind of a guest bedroom too, with maybe a Murphy bed, or in real life, maybe a pull-out sofa, right? So you do have that there. Alternatively, you could take the bathroom out and just make the living space larger. And then on the next level, I put in, of course, a bedroom with a walk-in closet and a bath and a roof deck. Those are the 2 units that I'll use in this build, and that's why they're furnished. The other units, though, would be great if someone wanted to furnish them, if they wanted to download it, furnish themselves, if they're really into decorating and furnishing. Those are available. Kind of generally mapped out, into rooms. I did put a mother-in-law apartment here as kind of an example. And I did an example here of a first floor living, dining, kitchen setup. That's as far as it went. This is pretty much done. I'm ready to upload this, and we're going to upload it, in fact, right now, get it off my plate. Because, again, it is where I want it. I'm going to put 2 families here, one in the railroad townhouse and one here in this unit. They're not really going to be families I'm playing, obviously, but they're going to be families that I want my Sims to interact with, have interactions with. So this is a good place to put them. And then on top of that, it looks more like what you would expect on a modern downtown waterfront lot. I mean, got a great view. It's going to be a very desirable area. So that's why that's there. I'm going to go in here. Let's save the lot. I think everything's ready to go because I have filled all this in. Kind of what's going on with it, with the 2 furnished units and stuff. I'm going to just put 9 bedrooms because I think there's that many. I think there is, and 9 bathrooms at least in this space, even if they're not all furnished. And then we're going to go ahead and upload it. Now, this is an odd time to upload it, of course. This is Monday morning. Would I have loved to have gotten this up this weekend? I would have. But I live in the real world where I checked. My mom does not want to support me in my YouTube dream at all, right? She does not want me to move back home and support that. So I do have a job and a son. That may be another reason. She doesn't want to support my son probably either. So, we're going to, I wasn't able to get to it till today. My weekend is Sunday and Monday. Those are my days off. That's when I get a lot of stuff done outside of work. And I did a little bit of build on this at work too. I transfer my save files back and forth. So I do work on this sort of stuff a little bit at work, but let's get it uploaded, right? Okay, let's connect. Let's get it uploaded. We'll go ahead and overwrite it. Make sure that it's up to date with where it is right now, and off it goes like so. Did it go up? It's not showing green there. Let's make sure it went up real quick. I think it probably did. I saved a lot. Downloaded. It doesn't actually show that it shared though. Let's try that again. Let's go through here and try it again. Maybe because it was offline, somehow it didn't work. Or maybe the gallery's just not working today. Let's be real. Sometimes the gallery for The Sims leaves something to be desired. Let's try this again. Maybe it's working this time. Fingers crossed. Now, okay, it says I shared it. Okay, yes, and now it's green. So yes, it worked this time. We're good to go. It is up on the gallery under my ID, Jason Sterling, RMC. Now, what we're here to do today, though, really is take care of this lot over here, the library. Now, I'll say real quick, right off the bat, I didn't get the point of having a library from the start, except that there just isn't a lot in base game, to do with a sort of commercial style lot. So they had to kind of fall back on a library or a museum or a bar. I might have gone the bar route simply because you could put a museum and a library over at the recreation center. I mean, all you need is to throw in some art and a couple of bookshelves, right? And it's all taken care of, which I love the new recreation lots because it does lump everything together that we were kind of already lumping together anyway in order to save space in town. One thing here, though, is like this is right across from the movie theater. It's got kind of this parkland around it. It's right next to the subway stop, right? So my thought is, let's do something a little more commercial, right? A library does not make a whole lot of sense downtown. So my thought is, let's do something a little commercial. Now, I thought about a spa. I did, and I might actually do a spa either here, although I do kind of like this build. Someone told me Delicacy did this residential build, and while, again, I feel like a single-family home stuck in the middle of downtown is not entirely realistic, the build's really good. The build's really nice. I was really surprised. Not that she doesn't do good work, because she does. It's just I wasn't expecting it when I went in to tour it, and because I didn't know who made it. I just assumed maybe Maxis made it or something, but it's a really nice build. So I hate to knock it down. I might just move it someplace else. I might just move over to the residential area. But anyway, okay, back to my point. I thought about doing a spa. I have not done a spa in a long time. And I was thinking that recently, I haven't really done a spa in a long time. But rather than do that, what I'm going to do is instead, we're going to do a cafe, right? I also have not done a cafe in a very long time. And a cafe fits in really great with a movie theater. There's space downtown here to hang out. You want to grab some coffee or grab something to eat, maybe. And we can even make it a little bit like a library. Maybe we'll throw in some computer stations, like it's kind of an internet cafe, right? From the 90s, right? maybe like throw on some internet stations or computer stations and some bookshelves, and we'll be good to go for a cafe. Now, I will say when I toured this, I don't think this is a bad build here, this library. I think it's a Maxis build, and I don't think it's really that bad. I just don't need a library. I'm not going to use it, but I don't think it's not horrible. Like, I've seen worse, right? So let's go ahead and bulldoze this lot. Now, I have this grand dream. I have this grand dream and this grand scheme of what I want to do with this lot, right? I always have this idea in my head of how it's going to look. I'm going to do X, Y, Z with it, and it's just going to be gorgeous. Is that in keeping with reality? Well, probably not. So we're going to take a look here and see what we come up with. What I want to do, cafes do not have to be super large, right? Like if you see a Starbucks or something like that, Dutch Brothers, or better yet, a local cafe that's not owned by a corporation, they're not always that big. They're usually kind of small. So I'm going to try to keep the same sort of idea here. I'm going to start out with this sort of footprint like this. And maybe move it a little. Let's move it a little bit. I want to keep enough room here, right, for kind of like a sidewalk cafe aspect. And I want to keep enough room. Come on, work with me here. There we go. I want to keep enough room out here that we're going to put some activities and tables and stuff to do. Because it is a cafe, but it's also kind of a community cafe. Maybe we're going to throw an artist easel out here, right? You can see someone down here painting, right? You got this person over here playing the piano, right? So a little bit of something like that, right? So let's see here. We're going to start with a box, and we've got all of our cafe stuff. What I'm going to do right off the bat, I'm going to go in here. Well, there they are. There's the cafe items right there. That's what I was looking for. I was actually going to sort the catalog by get together. That's where we got the cafe. But instead, we've got everything we need kind of right here. I just want to judge for space-wise, right? It's been so long since I've made a cafe. I do not trust my memory on this one that, hey, how much room do I really need for a cafe? And also, I want it to fit, kind of with this idea that I have going in my head. So let's do it here for now. And let's make this a little bit wider. Because we do want some tables inside. It's not sunny here all the time. Believe me, it's not sunny here all the time. I was trying to do some recording for the RM Cascadian Growing Together series that I've been doing. And it was pouring rain forever. I finally went in and just changed it with MC Command Center, of course. Now, what I really want to do again is we're going to do this as kind of a modern take on it, right? And I want to do a sort of two-story narrow atrium here right in the middle. Is that lined up? No. Get another line here. So we're starting with something kind of like this, right? And we're going to take out the walls and the floor in between because it will be open. And we'll have a two-story kind of like sunwell down through here because we're going to do the entire area naturally in glass, right? Let's see here. Come through okay? Yeah. So let's grab some windows. I'm going to look at the Growing Together windows. I have been trying to use a lot of Growing Together stuff. I want to say this too. I really love, though, the new kits that we got. I don't always say that. I do like a lot of the kits, but I don't always like a lot of the kits. But I really like the greenhouse one's very cool, and I really like the basement stuff. Basement stuff was very cool. Sort of, garbage, garbage stuff down in the basement. So we could use these particular windows kind of like that, maybe. Let's start with that. That's not a I love it more than anything I've ever seen moment, right? So we are going to use it. We're going to start with that. And let's even go ahead and throw in a little bit of a different look in the middle. I don't know if I'm going to like that, but let's give it kind of a little more interest there. And we're going to bring this out. Well, shoot. Let's see here. Let's think for a minute. We're going to bring this out by 3. That's almost too long of a span for an entryway for a coffee shop, right? Though, I thought it's because then we could do that. And we do this, right? That kind of there. But that is really long for an entryway for a coffee shop. So let's not do that, I guess. I'm kind of a little torn. I guess what we can do is just not use these windows all the way around. Let's just use them there in that top part, and we'll bring this back down like that. Even that's a little long, but we're going to go with that. And we're going to need some more windows, and we don't have enough windows here, I don't think, with the new pack. We'll have to pull together some base game windows too. Let's look at get together as well, because basically we're going to have to get together in here with the cafe. If I can keep this at the 3 packs, the world, base game, and then get together, that'd be great, right? I would like that. Then, because you're not going to download this unless you have get together, because, you don't have a cafe, right? We are going to make this a little bit taller real quick. But you're not going to have a cafe, so you have no reason to download it. So let's go here. Every so often, I do try to check chat. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to post them there. I do try to check it. I'm really bad about checking it, and I'm especially bad when I am, caught up in the middle of building. I really like building. Building is one of my favorite things in The Sims. Although I also like storytelling a lot, and I just like playing the game. The new infants have been a lot of fun. They really develop and kind of grow, as you expect infants to do. I think they were really, really well fleshed out. They really are. Now, I'll tell you, one of the things I might end up not liking here is that. In that we're not going to have a door, I don't think, that will fit that tall and that narrow. Yeah, we definitely don't. Okay, so one thing we do have, though, is we could do it like this. Maybe use the sliding glass doors. I fall back on these a lot because, they've got a pretty good look, but they're still not tall enough, I guess. They will be tall enough if I lower this, wall height. Like that. So it looks a little more like it's supposed to be that way. A little more. Still not perfect. But for the moment, I might leave it like that. I mean, right off the bat, I don't know. I'm not loving it. Already, I'm not loving it. I might have to bulldoze it and start over. Because I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like it's almost there, but not really. And it's not really what I was angling for. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going to take it. I'm going to start all over. Okay, let's see here. First things first. Let me grab this cafe piece of stuff here. Okay. Now, we need a box. We need a box for our cafe. I haven't checked yet to see how cold it gets here. What I would love to do is leave this open, but covered, so that when you get to a certain point, let me have that. It's kind of an indoor-outdoor kind of setup, right? And then we would have something like this, maybe. We page up here, and we basically will copy this and put it up here, just to make it kind of quicker. Let's raise that up. Oops. Okay, so something kind of like that, a little bit. We might even go ahead and do, let's bring this through a little bit here. I want to do kind of a statement. I do like the idea of having something that kind of raises up above this building, like that light kind of well I was thinking about. So if we take something like this, kind of give it some dramatic height. And then here on this first floor, we'll turn that into cabinetry, right? So we'll have like that, but it'll all be built in for cabinetry. And in fact, I might go ahead and let's see here. What have we got? I know that is not from the 3 packs I was thinking about using, but I don't think I'm going to stick to those 3 packs. I think I'm going to use just whatever I want and then actually enjoy doing the build. Let's see here. We've got that. We could turn it like that. Let's give it a shot here. First of all, let's go like this. and create something of a vestibule here for going in and out of this cafe. Now, one thing we can use is just standard bookshelves, and I think I'm going to do that at least at first to mark this space off. Although I wouldn't mind coming back maybe with Dream Home Decorator and using some of the shelving from that particular back, you know. Let's see here, storage, bookshelves. Well, we could use some of it like that, of course. It's not what I was thinking. We do have this. This is really nice. You know, and it takes up a lot of the room. We could do it a little bit darker here. Give it kind of a warm feel. So we're going to start with that to mark that off. And let's see if we can find a door that'll look kind of good here. Something like that, maybe. For now. That's a great placeholder, if nothing else. And we can bring this on down here. We might make that top piece there a little bit taller, a little more dramatic, something that was really going to kind of grab people's attention. Let's see here. See, like that. Maybe even taller still. We'll think about it. Now, this here, I also kind of want to be open. Because the idea is to create a community style space out in this area, right? So we'll do something like that. And we might give this a foundation. I don't know if I'm going to use a foundation or just raise up the floor itself. For now, we're going to try just bringing up a foundation like that. Yeah, I think that's okay. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm going to leave it like that. In fact, I might even bring it up one more in that fashion. Because then we can come in and we'll put in some lower platforms down below it to kind of give it some sort of dimension. I use them, but for now it's just to get something there. Do like that. Then we'll put this here, draw it across. We kind of got a multi-level sort of cafe look there. Small multi-level, not huge. Put some more stairs over here. Except I actually think we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to put sort of a multi-level look to it. Like that. And then we could put some tables and chairs and stuff out here as well. Throw in our unremarkable staircase that remarkably works for every occasion. I'm going to try pulling it out. There we go. Like that. So that it matches the other side, the other staircases. Like that. So there we stand with that so far. we're going to go ahead. Can we even do it? I don't know if I can even do it. I think I can. I don't know. What I want to do is bring this out a little bit further, but I don't know if it's going to work because I think I'm going to get that error, you know, that the no, okay. Well, there you go. So I kind of want to cover the stairs there with a little bit of an overhang. I was afraid I'd get the error about the two levels not matching up, blah, 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 however they pronounce it. I don't remember. Because usually I try not to get that error, but no, we didn't get in that case, so that's good. What's here? And then I think in order, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this a lot higher. Well, I thought it would be a lot higher. It's not a lot higher. We'll go with that, though. We are going to go higher up. And then we're going to go ahead and outline this area here. Kind of a look to it. Actually, not like that. Instead, like this, we're going to take that off, and we'll just do it like this and like this. And then, you know what I think I'll do is I'll put planters or something here, kind of reminiscent of that library that was here. They had some kind of planters up along the top. That's okay. I think we can go ahead and we'll keep that from the original build, right? And we'll put in some sort of detail here as well. I don't know what I'm going to call this place again. It's a cafe, so we got to call it something, but I don't know what. Let's drop down here. I'm going to think about it while I'm building it. Maybe something will come to me. I, of course, don't really want, I don't want any sort of pad here to be on the same level as the foundations. So, I guess for now we'll just grab some of this construction quality concrete, bring it across, bring it all the way down. Whoops. Meant to take that off. There we go. And then, we can bring this over here. Like so. Now, again, I'm not real sure what activities we're going to put here. Just something, right? Let's throw in some to get our look going. Also, we're going siding. I really like it, though, for interior uses as well. It's got a really just nice sort of textural look to it. Go on this side. And I guess one thing we could do real quick is we will also frame in. Let's go ahead and frame in our planters, right? Kind of like that. Whoops. like that. So we'll go ahead and frame in the planters, and I know, I'm going to go ahead and use that dark wood siding here just to highlight that, you know, kind of make the edge of those planters kind of pop. And I might end up using that. I might end up using it on these other overhangs. We'll see. Okay, so we're starting to get a pretty good frame here. I actually do like this. I mean, it's not exactly what I was originally thinking, but I am liking it. I'm liking this sort of indoor-outdoor feel. And it looks better than that first kind of blocky looking thing, you know, that I'd come up with there. I don't know what that was. That blocky looking thing. Put that there. And so that does look better. Let's drop down here and put in a few things, though, for our actual cafe. We're going to need some flooring, of course, both indoor and outdoor. And my idea is to use the same thing both indoors and outdoors. So, an old standby for me is this flooring from City Living. This basketball flooring looks very cool. We also could go with something kind of earthy, like from Salvadorada, right? That would maybe fit more with our look outside. Although I don't know, that wouldn't match super great maybe with, yeah, with those wooden stairs, but we could change the stairs to metal or something like that. And we could use metal for our flooring. I do use metal sometimes. I particularly like this in this sort of brown. You know, gives it kind of a modern, literal industrial footprint, because I think it is like, yeah, footprint is industrial, right? But it's highly fire resistant for a public space, so that's nice. And it does look kind of good. I mean, I just really like this flooring. This is the sort of thing I'd use at home, even if, you know, if I needed to, if I needed new flooring. So for now, let's go with that. We're going to go with that as our flooring. I think with this stuff, I'm going to go a little bit lighter. This dream siding here. We have this, like so, and we have this. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. That gives us a little bit nicer feel to it, I think. Now, my other thought is we can use this dream siding maybe here on these little walls that define the outdoor space, or we could use it on the interior defining the interior space, or we could even just use it around the bookshelves as kind of an accent, since it would, you know, kind of pick up what we've got on the outside, you know, where this line intersects where the bookshelves begin on the inside. And we can do a variety of those kind of combinations added together. So we could go ahead and have it like that. And then for now, maybe go ahead and put it here. Whoops, not like that. That's not going to work. That's not what I'm looking for. I thought I could just quickly fill it in. I'm not going to be able to quickly fill it in. Let's go like that. It's going to give us kind of a nice, real earthy look to it, which I really like at the moment. Okay, let's see here. And we'll grab, again, this white trim. Put it here. Now, the building itself is a little bit of a conundrum to me. I mean, what color should we do? Naturally, white pops out, right? White's the same first thing that kind of grabs our attention, that maybe we do it in white, But you know, I'm looking at these colored buildings back here behind me, all these different bright colors. I particularly like the orange. And we could also do a green. Green would be really nice. So I am left with a little bit of, you know, a toss up here. Do we do orange? Do we do green? Do we do white? White is the really easy fallback. That's for sure. So, I don't know. That's going to take me a second to think about that. While I'm thinking, let's go ahead and put in some quick foundations here on these pads. Colors the movie theater. Kind of bricks, kind of industrial. Over at the condos, I did use some of the stone from this new pack. Let's try that. Let's try the stone from the new pack. Let's use that on the main structure. It'll kind of tie us into our condominiums over there. This stuff, right? Not bad, right? Whoops. It might end up being too much stone. We're going to see here. I might have to reverse like the stone and the wood. But I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll be okay. I'm going to see once it's in place. I mean, in my head, I kind of like it, you know, as an idea, right? I kind of like the concept. Do, 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 do. And then the rest of this stuff up here, we could just do with white, right? So let's try that real quick and see what we end up with. I'm not a super big fan of white or the idea of white, but, you know, like I said, it's really easy. It's for sure. Just bring this across here. Like this and like this. Okay, so we've got kind of a basic structure that looks like this, right? White stone, wood. I'm going to put in a few windows here with the main structure, like on this side here especially. Let's pull up our window selections. We have that, right? The new greenhouse kind of look. We have this from Eco Living. Very cool. One of my favorites. And then we have the new stuff. So let's take a look here. We've got that. That's pretty awesome. Like, I do really like that. I mean, that's a pretty good look. So let's go ahead and go with that on this end. Plus, it gives us a great view into the place, right? So you're walking along and it looks busy and it looks happening and there's all sorts of stuff happening in there. And it makes you want to go in, right? For sure. Okay, let's take a look here and see. What else can we add to this real quick? The windows are very nice. That is going to give us a great view into this place. We could put columns in, and I am going to put some columns in, like here and here. But, you won't be able to see them, so... But that is my thought at the moment, is to put some columns in there. Let's go ahead and grab something just real quick. Like I said, it won't stick. It won't stick. That's okay. We're going to put something in there. We've got these. I don't know if that comes in a gray that's close enough to that gray. I don't think it does. Now, of course, we do have the new columns from Growing Together, which are very cool. I do like these. They have a very craftsman type of look to them. Nothing wrong with that. I do like the craftsman style. And the stone at the bottom matches somewhat better, naturally. I mean, it doesn't match entirely, but it matches somewhat better. And I think pretty good. It's not awful. I think we could also put one, kind of here. And maybe there. I don't know if we need one there. Don't think we do. Now, I would like to have some sort of overhang for that door. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change these to smaller. I'm going to make those planters as well. Instead of having them as, these sort of decorative details there, let's go ahead and change those to planters as well. And right now, the interior of that is wood, the interior of this roof space. I mean, one part of me thinks we should put stairs up there and make kind of a roof deck to have coffee on. There's not a lot of room for stairs. If we had spiral stairs, I might do it. But as it is, I don't know. I mean, I could put stairs out here somewhere, but it's not the first thing, to do on my list, not the first thing I want to do. So I think we'll leave it. We could bring this all the way across the front door. Let's try that first to give us kind of, an overhang for the door. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that because it takes out that wall there. So let's not do that. We also have, certain standbys, kind of awnings, things like that. Let's see what we've got to work with in here. This is from Get Together, of course. Very cool, very nice awning here. We could do something like that. I don't love the way it intersects the column there. Maybe more like that. Let's see what colors we have to work with. None of that is screaming like, Jason, I love it, right? It's not screaming that to me, but it is okay. And I think I'm even going to leave it as that red for the moment. Let's look through the rest of this stuff, though, and see what we've got to kind of play around with. Like I said, we've got a lot of different awnings. We've got stuff like this also, from Get Together. This is one I really like. This is a great awning. Kind of big. Make it a little smaller. I mean, I think that looks really good, and it doesn't intersect anything in a weird way. So let's go with that. That looks good. Now, up here on these... Let's see here. What have we got to work with? I like the kind of cantilevered look of this. I don't think I'm going to put columns out here. I don't think so. We're going to go through and we're going to place some dirt in our planters here. Like so. We're going to put some roofing material out here. Like I said, someday if we get spiral staircases. I'll probably put a little roof deck up here to drink coffee on. But until that day, that's what you get right there. You know, that Pebbles. Pebbles is roofing. We obviously need a lot of landscaping for this, and I need to think about activities to tie in. Let's start with some landscaping real quick, though, because that's easy to do while I'm thinking about other stuff. It's really easy to kind of throw in some bushes, throw in some flowers. Let's put a couple of bushes over here. Like that. And we're going to do the same thing down here. Like that. I think, though, let's see if we can move that a little bit closer. It's not going to hover, is it? Nah. Okay. Now we need some bushes here as well. I don't know if I'm going to try. I guess we can use these, right? Like that. See, this is what I'm worried about. It's going to stick out there. So we're not going to do that. Let's maybe do these. Go ahead and, put some trimmed bushes on this one part. What do I do with it? There it is. Let's throw some trimmed bushes in here. I might come back through before I ultimately upload this and kind of turn some of those bushes around a little bit. So it looks a little kind of weird here, like you can almost see how they're replicated. So I might do something like that, at some point. Not right now. Right now, we're just kind of establishing right now where we need stuff and what we're doing. Like that. I do want a big tree, maybe a couple of big trees out here. There's some great trees and great bushes in the debug part of growing together. Let's see if we can find those real quick and take a quick look at what we've got to work with there. Whoops. Oh, whoops. Didn't realize it was on already. Okay, move objects. Let's put it back on. There we go. Now, one thing I just thought of, and I have to think about it, I'm going to have to figure out something for it, right? A bathroom. So I'm definitely going to need a bathroom. We can't have people coming in to get coffee and they can't use the bathroom and they fling their poop at the at the barista. We can't be on YouTube like that. Not at this cafe. I'm just making sure I put this in correctly, because we don't want that sort of negative publicity for our cafe on YouTube. Now, do we? No. So we're going to put in a bathroom in here somewhere, somehow. How? I don't know. I obviously didn't map out a bathroom here. Do. And boy, oh boy, we are going to need one. So we could put one here, kind of outside. It does block kind of the view. Oh, we could put something back here. I've got plenty of room on this side. Okay. I kind of forgot I left room here for a sidewalk cafe, which I really don't need because I've got these outdoor spaces here. So we could bump this building out a little bit and put in a bathroom. Okay, that crisis averted once again. Let me take growing together off here. I know we're going to look through debug here in a second, but real quick, I did want to grab, where is it? Sidewalk slabs. I'm going to change this to sidewalk slabs. So that'll kind of match. Kinda. It doesn't match exactly, but kind of match. And then let's take a look at our overall scheme here for this building, because if we're going to bump it out a little bit to put in a bathroom, you know, obviously I want it to look natural on the outside. So we can take that out, we'll move that, and we could put the door to the bathroom here. Or we could put the bathroom there, because it'd be pretty easy to do that. First, though, I'm going to just try doing a door there so that it's a little more removed off of, you know, the barista station, coffee station. What do they call that? I don't know. Where the barista works. Okay, so like that. And maybe we could go ahead and just to keep kind of, you know, keep it jumping a little bit. Let's go like this. This is a unisex bathroom because we don't have enough room for anything else. We're going to do a unisex bathroom on there, which I think is fine. I don't know why we have all these weird kind of things here in the US. I mean, as long as you've got like a cubicle or something in there that, you know, you're not looking at the person go to the bathroom, right? Does it really matter if women and men are washing their hands at the same sink? I don't think so, but then I don't know what goes on. Maybe that people are worried about. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing out on all this sort of illicit activity in the bathroom that people are afraid that somehow they're going to see. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I never saw it. But so that's why I think it could just be blended together. But so far, that doesn't happen here. Do that here. Do. And we're going to need a toilet, of course, and a sink. We don't need anything too fancy, really, but at the same time, I mean, since this is a commercial lot that nobody, you know, is going to have to pay for, like a house, we might as well put something relatively nice in there. Do this. Sleek. Put in a mirror. Kind of a plate glass mirror like that. There we go. And we're going to grab some lighting. Probably should do something from the ceiling. I don't really need to put all this in there yet. I just, you know, I might as well while I'm here. I'll throw, you know, some toilet paper in there. There might even have been a public restroom around here somewhere. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's a public restroom actually right over there by the subway. Oh, well. We're going to have another restroom here for our patrons. Take that out for now. Let's go up here. No, I guess we'll go ahead and outline this like so. Kind of give it a matching look here. I don't love that, and I might change it, but for now, that's what we're going to go for. We are also going, though, to fix the color here, then fix the color on this back side. And then it's got a different color there on that part of the planter, you know. Do, 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 do. Okay, so then we end up kind of with that sort of look. So I don't really love that. I'm going to change it a little bit and just see how that grows on me. Let's make it a little bit higher than the planting wall, just so it doesn't seem so kind of monolithic, I guess would be the word. See, so we have a little bit of, you know, undulation there, right? It goes up and down, up and down. And we'll look a little more visually interesting. And now we have a bathroom, though, at least, right? Thank goodness. Thank God. And we're getting pretty close on this as far as being done. We need tables, chairs, as usual, and some activities. But in general, it's not too bad. Take a look here at our table options. Do, 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 do. We have a lot of options, that's for sure, but let's see. Maybe these are kind of cool, right? Something kind of like that. A lot of times cafes are kind of crowded like this. You know, there's a lot of, you know, there's not a lot of room to move around. I am trying to be mindful of sim routing issues with some of this placement. I don't want to get them too kind of boxed in. Oh, and we were going to look at debug so that we could maybe see what we had going on for growing together for, you know, landscaping. And I still don't know if I put this cheat in correctly because I don't know if I'm seeing everything here. Let's try doing this debug. There we go. And we'll see if I see kind of what I like there. What is that? It's like a little light post. It's pretty cool though. This was kind of the tree I really liked. Isn't that cool? I like that. I think we could put that, you know, kind of over here, like lining this sidewalk maybe. We don't want it to look too much the same, so we'll turn them around a little bit. Let's kind of see here. Like that. Is that right? Are those in the same spot? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think it should go right about there, maybe. Like that. That'll be good. So then we got kind of some, you know, kind of a little shady walk area leading up there. We'll put some more sort of landscaping under that, though. We got these type of trees, which are also, again, I think really nice. I do like those trees. Maybe for this side of maybe over here. Yeah, I think so. And then they'll kind of match here, kind of tie this lot in with this other community sort of garden lot. Let's move this here, like so. And I think we could take some of these bushes and we'll go ahead and, you know, put them here, here, here. Outline that side. And I don't know if it'll fit here, not really. Might leave that alone or just do flowers there or something. And then we have this sort of lawn area. And again, we could put another tree there. We could do some more landscaping as far as trees go here on this spot. But I don't think that we will. I think instead, I think I'm going to go ahead and put in just a kind of pad over here, like the other ones, but flat, right on the ground. We're going to make it a fairly good size square. We don't need stairs because it is flat to the ground. And we'll outline it with some landscaping and then leave this kind of open. Let's grab a few activities here. Oh, chess. I guess we could put a chess game out. I usually don't, but we could. I was thinking more like painting. Yeah, I'm not going to do chess, I don't think. So we've got a happy little easel from High School Pack. What's this? This is our base game one, right? We should probably go with the pre-owned one. Let's take a look here, though. Yeah, let's go with that. It would look kind of used, probably being out here, you know. Put it there. Out here where anybody could use it, right? It'd get a little used, a little scuffed up. We could use some chairs. Speaking of used, we probably should throw a few chairs in here real quick. I love these chairs. I absolutely adore them. Let's go with white. I will play test this before I put it on the gallery, of course. Make sure the Sims will actually use those chairs by the stairs. I think they will. I don't think it's too close. I'll have to play test that and see. I guess I could look at putting some sort of umbrella over some of this stuff. Like maybe out here. Yeah, you know what I'm going to put down here on this particular pad? Can I drop that a little bit, in fact? I think so. I'm going to drop it down a little bit, a little kind of subterranean. Let's grab our stairs. We're going to change that to grass. Beautiful grass. Lovely green grass. And then we're going to put in like seating, like sort of sofa style seating around this U shape. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a look here. We could use, I mean, obviously, first thing that pops into my head is we can go ahead and just use Dream Home Decorator stuff like that. I use these a lot for outdoor seating. Because I do think they have a pretty effective look for that. Not real sure where I want to go with the end pieces on it, though. Let's take these here. Like that. Let's put just kind of a standard bench there. Do. And then we will find a coffee table. Great big coffee table to put in the middle. Maybe something like this would be nice. That's not bad. There's also, I thought there was a round one. There's kind of this Moroccan style, which is really pretty. I just don't know if it really fits kind of the rest of the theme we got going here. We got the fish tank coffee table, which we're not going to use, and so far this is looking like our best option. The reason why I like this is because the legs match. Let's use that. And then we're going to go here, and again, we're going to outline oh man, don't make everything disappear. It's all going to disappear. It's all going to disappear. Okay, hold on a second here. We'll just place them like this. Come on. Move. Here we go. That way, all that stuff won't disappear and I won't have to pull it all together again. Whoops. And we'll go ahead and we will outline this like we have some of the, like these little walls with this stuff here. Let's grab this white trim, which, you know, it looks pretty lovely there, you know, to have a nice little, I really kind of, maybe I should have made this a little bit longer. I have that. Can I move it? Is it too late to move it? It might be too late to move it. Yeah, you know what we'll do though? Well, my thought is, you know, of course, like let's bring it all the way down. But given kind of where we are, I don't know that that's really the best thing to do. Instead, I think we might do this, this. No, let's not do that. Let's leave it like that. I think we're going to put planters here. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you know, I'm going to go ahead. Now that I'm done debating in my own head, let's see here. Let's put this single tile. And we will move this to here, this to here. Like that. And then we're going to grab some planters of some sort to put here, kind of fill in here. I really don't like the look of this wall down below. That's kind of the problem. One of the things I'm having with this is there's not a lot we can do with it. I think we're going to have to, you know, use a foundation or something wall down here. I don't even know if we can do that. Now, maybe that's what we've got already. See, I don't think we can even change the foundation wall of it. I thought there was a way, though. Let me try this. Let me try this way. Yeah, we can do it with that. So maybe go ahead and we could do this to give it a sort of a deeper look. So it looks like it matches the rest of it a little bit more. We have this. That's pretty close, although not close enough to keep. We're going to go ahead and go with that. If it's not going to match, let's go ahead and just have it not match, period. And we'll pull up our decorations here, our plants, grab some plants here. I'm going to put that on the table. I love that little bouquet. I think it's really pretty. Now, is it entirely realistic they would put a bouquet on that table out here, you know, in the middle of this cafe? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe they'd be worried to get broken or stolen or something. But here in The Sims, I'm going to put it there on the table. It has a nice little look to it. We've only got this here. This is pretty. Kind of a nice sort of living room feel, right? It's not bad. Maybe here. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I'm going to leave that out there where I can see it. I don't want to forget it. I do really like it. I love the way that looks. So let's leave it there for now. And we've got kind of our subterranean seating area there. We need a lot more, probably landscaping. We need some more activities. Got painting, reading. I thought about putting in computers, but I think with it being semi-outdoors, no, we're not going to do that. Let's take a look at our activities again. We have games. We could do those, maybe. We could put out some sort of like cards or a puzzle, maybe. Could maybe do something for the kids to do. You know, I was talking about a spa. I guess I could go ahead and throw kind of a yoga mat out here. I mean, would that be too odd? Maybe at a cafe have yoga going on. I guess they don't need to do anything really, right? We just let them sit and talk and read, and some guy comes along and paints every so often, and that's all. What else do you do at a cafe? What do you do at Starbucks? You bring your laptop, maybe you bring your own laptop, hang out. I mean, maybe I don't really need to worry that much about it. Let's put in some more landscaping while we're thinking about it. Like I said earlier, when I was putting in the bushes, it's a good kill time. Let's put in some landscaping here. We're going to make this big. Blow that right up. Do, 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 do. Like that. I guess I could look at the surrounding landscaping and kind of maybe take a bit of a clue from it, although maybe. Do, 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 do. Throw in some of our lily of the valley. There we go. They're around the front. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take that. I'm going to set it over here for now. Gives a nice little pop of color. Mm-hmm. Whoops. Oh, wrong one. Okay, let's grab this one here, like so, and this like this. Okay, so we're starting to get our look here. It's starting to come together, I think. We could put, what do they put under those trees over here? It's kind of some flowers and some dirt. We can kind of do the same thing here, kind of replicate what they've got kind of in the park itself. I'm going to frame out a little thing for these two trees. Kind of a little planter box. And in fact, we're going to do it like this, and this, and this, and that. And we'll grab that one there. Put in our dirt. Like so. And I think because of the nature of where this is located, I'm going to go ahead and put in, sidewalk slabs, leading out here to that particular spot, right? Because probably a lot of people would come off the sidewalk and walk up that to get up there. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to grab a few kind of flowers here. Let's see what do we have? We've got this sort of stuff. We have good old, sunrose bushes there. I use those a lot. Got that stuff, which is pretty. We could do that. Let's do a row of like really pretty flowers here. Like that. So by and large, this is kind of to the point of done. I mean, there's not really a lot else that we need to do for this particular place, except play test it, of course. I guess, we could use some more kind of decor. I mean, we could put some more plants in. We could put some wall stuff back here. Let's do that real quick. And usually when I play test, I end up throwing in a few more things as well. So let's see what we have here. That is okay. Kind of like, whoops, kind of like that. And it does kind of match, right? I also want to go, though, with something else to kind of maybe put here. What? I don't know. Let's see. We've got this. This is cute. It's small, but we can blow it up. Right, like that. Again, gives us kind of a nice pop of color there. Wow, that's a lot of footprint, though. I don't think it will really interfere with anything. It shouldn't cause any routing issues. Let's go with those. Well, those aren't in, maybe not. How about that? That's pretty. Blue and white. Green. I kind of like those blown up like that, a little bit bigger. It might cause routing issues with this and that. Well, maybe. Maybe not. We'll test it, play test it. And we need to find something to put here, I guess we could just do more of these bushes because it is noticeably bare. Like that, maybe. So we've got that. That's actually not that bad. I don't know that we need a whole lot else. I did want to do planters up here, right? Kind of to replicate where we were coming from with the previous library. Could do some lavender up here. Maybe like that. That's a quick and easy solution. I don't know, though. Now that I'm putting it up there, I'm not even sure I want it because we have enough landscaping down below that I am not at all certain that it is needed. So let's take a quick look here. Think about what we've got. There's something kind of like that. Now, that's not bad. I kind of like that. Let's go with that for now. And then if it just feels like we're just overdosing on nature, you know, like later when I'm playing through it and kind of really testing it out, if it feels like we're overdosing on nature, I'll just take some of the nature out, right? Right. Let's put it over here. I mean, it does have a pretty, it has a pretty look though. It has a, I think it has kind of a lovely sort of pretty look to it. And one thing we might do here on the top is to put in a sign. Let's see what comes up when we put in some signage here. You know, something like this maybe. That's actually pretty nice and it fits really well there. Let's, or we have this one too. That with like the waterfall, right? Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And it matches really beautifully. It fits perfect in the space, like a little waterfall there. And at some point, if I get really ambitious, I might try creating like a waterfall down this wall or something. That's pretty ambitious. No promises there, but that would be really cool. You know, if they had kind of a waterfall that came down, it'd be even cooler if you had windows into the bathroom, but you had this thick waterfall that came down so you couldn't actually see into the bathroom, but then water would come, light would come in through the water. Let me take a look here. Seems like there was something, I mean, we've had stuff like that, right? Fountains, maybe. Where is it? Here. And I don't know if it's under fountains or just under decoration. See, something kind of like this, right? And then, you know, with a window on the other side. I think we have other options as well. Pretty much have to stick with white on that. But, you know, I think I'm going to leave it like that for the moment. Again, I might end up changing it, but I do think that provides a really interesting kind of grab your attention sort of look. I know there's something else though too, I think. I mean, I know there is. I just don't know if I want to go looking for it right now. That doesn't provide really enough screening for a bathroom. That's kind of pretty easy to see through there. Let's take that off. Can we see out? Yeah, now see, that might be kind of cool. We might be able to go with something like that. You can see through the one side, you know, like from the bathroom. But on the other side, of course, it is opaque, so we can't see out. We have this version of it as well, although I think I like that the best. For now, let's leave it like that. Like I said, there's another sort of bubble thing, maybe from Spa Day or something. Let's take a quick look here and see. No, just those. Well, I wonder what pack that was from. It was... I don't think it would necessarily be... Maybe, was it Dine Out? I don't want to go through every pack looking for this. That's what I'll do. Go through every single pack looking for something. Probably in none of the packs I think it's in. But it was definitely, you know, it had bubbles going out. Ah, there it is. It is Dine Out. Okay. So we've got that, you know, but it's not really as big as I thought it was. And again, I don't think screening-wise I'm going to be able to... I don't think screening-wise it's going to prove effective enough. Okay, so we've got that for the moment on the outside as signage. Do I need this and the window? I don't know. We're going to see. I mean, I think it's kind of an interesting concept and an interesting idea. But I might take it out and just leave the signage on top. Signage on top looks very cool. This is getting almost too like high concept, almost nightclubby, you know, or almost sort of a high concept dining sort of idea. More than a coffee shop, right? In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and just take it off. I guess. You know, I mean, I think this looks more in keeping with the rest of the build so far. So, and that's where we are. That is our little build so far. I could maybe put a tree here, and I might. I could maybe put some sort of like umbrella thing over this to create almost a sort of gazebo area, and I might. In fact, let's take a quick look at that. Let's see here. I'm thinking of that, you know, the arching hanging umbrella. And it's not here. It's not here in this space anyway. It's under decor for the outdoors, maybe. Ah, there it is. See, I'm thinking something like this, kind of supersized, right? Supersized out over it. That's kind of another thing I'm not entirely certain on, but I do kind of like it, you know? I mean, I do think it's kind of what I'm looking for. I might just stick with white with it since it's kind of the running theme we've got going. I love the orange though. Orange is really pretty, or that sort of red. Because that's supposed to maybe be red, but it looks orange and it's really pretty. We've also got a green. Let's just stick with the sort of white at the moment. Very cool kind of look for us there. Little shade. These are pretty sunny. I might, like I said, I might stick some umbrellas over that as well. And I might not. Sims do get sunburned with seasons, I think. So, we'll see. We'll decide later. For now, that's it. That is our conversion of the library to a cafe. Well, not exactly. Oh, shoot. Let me see here. I did want to do some stuff on this back wall, something kind of quick. Let's see here. Real quick, decorations. Let's filter items by get together. Let's see what we've got here maybe that we can use. This stuff. This works pretty well. Quick and easy decor. Do we have any others? No. Go with that one. The other thing we might do real quick is see if we have maybe something that might work as shelving to put on here real quickly. Yeah, like that, is not too bad. What I really think would look cool, though, let me take this off, because it's a little kind of modern looking, is going to be the new shelving with with the greenhouse kit. It's a little bit broader, so it looks like it holds a little more stuff, right? Which it does. We're going to change the colors around maybe a little bit. Maybe. Not on that. I think we'll leave that alone. And then we could throw a few decorative items up onto here. I suppose we could put cabinetry underneath here, like maybe something like this. And then we could put in kind of a dishwasher in here. We'll change the color of that to maybe match a little bit better. Let's go with red. Since that's red, we'll put that in red. And we could also put a sink in here. I'm going to have to play test that, make sure those shells aren't in the way. I think they'll be okay, but just in case. And last but not least, I guess we could put like some garbage cans in. Let's take, Trusty there. We'll put him in there. And we will put a garbage can kind of out here where our guests can use it. Let's grab a few more quick things here. before we call this good, we'll throw a few kind of all-purpose sort of decorative items that won't necessarily have a lot to do with a cafe maybe, but will give us a little bit of something up on the shelf, right? Mm. Okay, and now that looks not too bad. I think I really like it. I do. I can keep adding stuff forever. I gotta stop, right? I gotta come up with something. I think I'll take some pictures. I've really liked using these frames to put art, you know, kind of in retail commercial type spaces like this. I think it's just it is kind of a nice look, you know? Do. Oh, come on. Lock for me. There we go. And we'll go ahead and put in a couple little items here that would look like maybe stuff, you know, kind of for coffee, right? There's something like that in there. Maybe we'll put these back here too. Like so. Do. Anything else that would look, and maybe that. Stick that up there, right? That looks not too bad. Few little decorative items there. Like maybe you went over and you put some sugar in your coffee or something. Who knows? And that is going to be our cafe replacement for the library that was there. So you can grab a little snack or something on before you go to the movies, right? Right. Okay, so if you've been watching, thank you so much. Please hit like, subscribe, and notify, like always. And I will be doing some more builds later today and tours of the Fantasy Save, Little Red Riding Sim, Fantasy Save, all of the worlds in the Sims converted to fantasy styles, you know, like elves or cyberpunk's what we just got done doing. That was a lot of fun. Cyberpunk and Cyber Shuno, Samai Shuno is Cyber Shuno. A lot of fun, a lot of fun to go through. Great build ideas, great build techniques. Hope you've enjoyed this build. And again, please hit like, subscribe, and notify. And thank you so much, as always, for watching.